Blake Shelton is returning for The Voice Season 25 final. DETAILS. The cowboy is stopping by his old stomping grounds for a great reason. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Voice Season 25 has been a great watch, with coaches Chance the Rapper, Reba McEntire, Dan plus Shay, and John Legend bringing their A-game to the competition. The artists have been phenomenal too, ranging in genres, performance styles, and, well, literal range. But of course, the fan base will always have a Blake Shelton-shaped hole in its heart, no matter how fantastic a season is. The country icon, known affectionately as the Cowboy, left the show after season 23. He had been with the show since the beginning, season 1, and never took a break from it for 13 years. It's taken fans some getting used to watching the show without him, and even though they're enjoying it, dreams of a Shelton cameo persist. And now we're getting one. News broke on Tuesday, May 14, that Shelton would be making an appearance in the season 25 finale of The Voice, airing Tuesday, May 21 at 9/8 on NBC and streaming next day on Peacock. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani had a lavish Easter-themed dining setting at their ranch. Blake Shelton is returning for The Voice Season 25 final. Details. He's returning for a good reason too, to celebrate 25 seasons of The Voice alongside his fellow Coach alums, including Kelly Clarkson, CeeLo Green, Niall Horan, Jennifer Hudson, Nick Jonas, Adam Levine, and Shelton's wife, pop icon Gwen Stefani. Details on what, exactly, he'll be doing for the final are unknown right now. Looks like you'll have to tune in live to find out. Blake Shelton and his mom, Dorothy, have the same striking blue eyes. I've been wrestling with this for a while, and I've decided that it's time for me to step away from The Voice after season 23. Shelton said in a statement following news of his exit, "This show has changed my life in every way for the better, and it will always feel like home to me. It's been a hell of a ride over these 12 years of chair turns, and I want to thank everyone at The Voice from NBC, every producer, the writers, musicians, crew, and catering people. You are the best." It was a moment fans had been waiting for. A dramatic turn in the series of events that led to the triumphant return of Blake Shelton to The Voice Season 25 finale. The air was thick with anticipation as rumors swirled around the music industry and amongst devoted fans. Blake Shelton, the country superstar and beloved coach, was set to return to the show that had made him a household name. This finale promised to be unlike any other, filled with surprises, emotional reunions, and unforgettable performances. The backstory. Blake Shelton's departure from The Voice had left a noticeable void. After an incredible 23-season run, he had decided to step back to focus on other aspects of his career and personal life. Fans mourned his absence, and while the show continued with other talented coaches, there was an undeniable sense that something was missing. Season 24 had seen new coaches trying to fill Blake's shoes, but his unique blend of humor, mentorship, and country charm was irreplaceable. The camaraderie he shared with fellow coaches and his genuine connection with contestants had made him a favorite. Thus, when whispers of his return began to circulate, excitement and speculation reached a fever pitch. The announcement. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon when NBC dropped the bombshell. Social media platforms buzzed with activity as The Voice official account posted a teaser video. The clip featured a series of dramatic shots, the iconic red chairs, flashing lights, and a silhouette unmistakably belonging to Blake Shelton. The caption read, "He's back. Blake Shelton returns for the season 25 finale. Don't miss it. Hashtag The Voice, hashtag Blakey's back." Fans erupted with joy. Comments flooded in from all corners of the world, expressing sheer excitement and anticipation. The internet was ablaze with memes, GIFs, and nostalgic tributes celebrating Blake's return. News outlets picked up the story, and it quickly became the top trending topic. Preparations begin. Behind the scenes, preparations for the grand finale began in earnest. Producers worked tirelessly to craft an event that would honor Blake's legacy and celebrate his return. The final would feature a star-studded lineup, including former contestants who had thrived under Blake's mentorship, as well as special guest performances from some of the biggest names in music. The stage was set for an unforgettable night. The production team ensured every detail was perfect, from the lighting and sound to the choreography and special effects. The anticipation was palpable as the days counted down to the live final. Blake's return to the set. Blake Shelton's return to The Voice set was met with a mix of emotions. For the seasoned staff and crew, it was a homecoming filled with nostalgia. Blake had been more than just a coach. He was a friend and an integral part of the Voice family. On the day of his return, Blake walked onto the set with his characteristic swagger and infectious smile. He was greeted with cheers and applause from the crew, who had missed his presence dearly. Blake took a moment to soak it all in, feeling the weight of the years he had spent on the show and the countless memories he had made. His fellow coaches were equally thrilled. John Legend, Kelly Clarkson, and Ariana Grande had all developed a deep respect and camaraderie with Blake over the years. They welcomed him back with open arms, eager to share the stage with him once more. The rehearsals. As rehearsals for the final began, the excitement continued to build. Blake was determined to make his return special, not just for the fans, but for the contestants who had made it to the final. He spent hours working with them, offering guidance, encouragement, and his signature blend of humor and wisdom. One of the highlights of the rehearsals was Blake's reunion with former contestants. They had come from all over the country to be a part of this historic moment. Each one had a story to tell about how Blake had impacted their lives and careers. There were tears, laughter, and heartfelt conversations as they reminisced about their journeys on The Voice. The day of the final, the day of the season 25 finale arrived, and the atmosphere was electric. Fans gathered outside the studio, holding signs and chanting Blake's name. Inside, the energy was equally intense as final preparations were made. The show opened with a spectacular performance featuring all the coaches. Blake, John, Kelly, and Ariana delivered a high-energy rendition of a classic hit, setting the tone for the night. The audience erupted with applause as Blake took center stage, his presence commanding and charismatic. Special performances and surprises. As the night progressed, the audience was treated to a series of unforgettable performances. Blake performed a medley of his greatest hits, showcasing his versatility and star power. His fellow coaches joined him for duets, creating magical moments that highlighted their unique chemistry. One of the most emotional segments of the night was a tribute to Blake's journey on The Voice. A montage of his best moments played on the screen, from his hilarious banter with fellow coaches to the heartfelt connections he had made with contestants. There were clips of Blake mentoring, joking, and celebrating victories, all underscored by his genuine passion for music and helping others succeed. As the montage ended, Blake stood on stage, visibly moved. He addressed the audience, his voice filled with gratitude and emotion. "Thank you," he said, "for making this journey so incredible. It's been an honor to be a part of the Voice family, and I am so grateful to be here tonight." The contestants' performances. The finalists took to the stage, each delivering powerful performances that showcased their talent and growth. Blake watched with pride as his contestants gave their all, knowing how much they had worked to reach this point. One contestant, in particular, stood out, a young country singer named Emma. Blake had been her coach during the blind auditions, and she had made it to the finale with his guidance. Emma's performance was nothing short of mesmerizing. Her voice soared through the arena, capturing the hearts of everyone present. When she finished, Blake joined her on stage. "Emma, you have an incredible gift," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I'm so proud of how far you've come, and I know this is just the beginning for you." A surprise guest. As the night drew to a close, the producers had one final surprise in store. The lights dimmed, and the audience held their breath in anticipation. A familiar voice filled the arena, and the crowd erupted as Gwen Stefani, Blake's fiancée and fellow music superstar, walked onto the stage. Gwen and Blake shared a tender moment, their love and mutual admiration evident to all. They performed a duet, their voices blending seamlessly in a beautiful harmony. The audience was captivated, witnessing not just a performance, but a celebration of love and partnership. The winner is announced. The moment everyone had been waiting for finally arrived, the announcement of the Season 25 winner. The finalists stood on stage, their faces a mix of excitement and nerves. The host, Carson Daly, built up the suspense, drawing out the moment as the audience held their breath. And the winner of The Voice Season 25 is Emma. The arena erupted in cheers as Emma was crowned the winner. Tears streamed down her face as she accepted the trophy. Overwhelmed by the magnitude of the moment, Blake joined her on stage.